What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome to a new series here on my channel. It is my rise to fame. Now the aim of this series is to start off unemployed with no qualifications, Sunday League reputation, which I will show you right now. No qualifications, Sunday League reputation, start off unemployed, and you have to build your way up. Now this was the second most voted series, of course, when I originally did the vote. These probably be recorded well in advance from you guys ever really seeing it, so sorry about that if you maybe comment certain things or things like that. I don't know when this will start being uploaded, but I'm just getting stuff sort of pre-recorded right now. But anyway, so yeah, so I started myself 20 years of age, and in terms of my person as an individual, you know, you can set your bar tactical or training, pretty much a tracksuit or suited manager. I put my way all the way to suited because I feel in this challenge adaptability is going to be so key, especially early on. And so especially like right now, for example, I'm English, so I only speak English in real life, so I put it in the game as that as well. When I was looking for jobs, because I'll show you what leagues I have open in a second, when I was looking for jobs, a lot of the places I'm applying for don't speak English. So if my adaptability is quite high, I should be more likely to get the job because it'll be easier for me to learn a language. And with the new and improved interview system, it is very important things like that, you know, that you're able to learn quickly, adapt quickly, get into new leagues. So that's one of the reasons I went to suited manager to start. I don't think training is going to be as important at the beginning, even though I'm at smaller sides to start with. I'd rather have good mental attributes. For example, my player knowledge is currently 7, which is my second highest stat. I feel when I'm bouncing to new leagues, I need to have the player knowledge already there. I did previously start this once before where I opened up every division in the game, but I decided that took too long to process through and stuff, so I started a different one. And I didn't even get the same team, actually. I got a different team, but yeah, so I put my player knowledge quite low in that one, and I saw that basically when you go into scouting, you already have a base set of knowledge. When I put that about to 1, 2 or 3, which is what it was at, my base level knowledge of players was abysmal. So I put my player knowledge up to 7 and my youngster knowledge down to 1. I decided I'd sacrifice knowing young players to know already established players, which I think makes sense. My determination is low. Determination affects how lenient the board are with you in terms of your demands, wants and needs that you go to them with. So I decided that, you know, that wasn't really anything important. I may not really be at a side long enough to really have any sort of need to demand like in improving facilities or something. So I decided to put that low. Man management, level of discipline and motivating. Now I wanted to put these all quite high, but I knew I couldn't because, like I said, I really wanted adaptability to be quite high and player knowledge. So I decided I'd go with level of discipline and motivating. Now motivating is when you talk about team talks and things like that, you know, team meetings, how effective they are. So I thought motivating was quite an important feature and aspect to have in my game. I would have liked that higher, but like I said, I didn't really want to sacrifice anything else. Level of discipline. That is how often players speak out to you. So say if you're at a club for 4 months and your level of discipline is quite high and one player hasn't played a game and he's in your starting squad and he's expecting to play, he may not come out and say anything. Now if your level of discipline is quite low and you're in the same situation, he may have come out and spoke to you about 2 times saying he wants to leave, you know. And you know, so that's something that I wanted to have quite high. I don't really want players coming and moaning to me about certain aspects. But then that also leads on to man management. Now man management is how you can talk to each individual. The higher your man management is, the more sort of choices you get to choose from when you're talking to an individual player. So the fact that I've got that at 1 can be quite a worrying thing. But like I said, like when you start off so low, when you start off with no previous experience in football or your own experience at Sunday League, your mentals are very limited. So that's what I did. And when I'm being a suited manager, my coaching stats were also very low, especially with no qualification. So I was only allowed, once everything was down to a base of 1, I was only had 2 additional points to give. So I gave them both to tactical because really that's what I always do. And to me it's logical as well that a manager would do the tactical coaching since he is the guy that makes the tactics and sets it out for the team. But yeah, so that was me. I've gone into quite a bit of detail about my person there and why I've chosen certain aspects of stuff. I think it's a good little thing for you guys to know, a good little bit of insight. But let's talk about now what leagues I had open. So as I said, I started off unemployed and I opened up every single top division in the world. I'm currently over the player limit of what they recommend, but I decided I would do this just so it gave me a good chance of actually getting in a top level somewhere. You know, I didn't mind if I was in the Malaysian highest division or the Indian top division. As long as I was in a top division, I was happy, because that way I'm actually winning something which is quite good in that specific country. Now right now I'm in Singapore, I'm in the Great Eastern YEOs, Singapore League or Singaporean League, whatever. And so basically what I did is I applied for a lot of jobs. I started the game as well in July. I think the game starts 17th of July, I think technically the game starts. So as you see, I've not really done too much. I've not really gone too far into the game to get a job. But I did originally apply for a few jobs. I actually applied for someone in this division already, like a day into the game. I got an interview. I went through the new and improved interview process, which I won't be able to show you today, maybe in the future. But I really do like the new and improved interview process. And they turned me down after the interview, and then I got 2 offers at the same time. One was by this team, Home United, and one was by another team also in the same division. Now Home United's aim is to win the league. The other team's aim was to get mid-table. So I knew which team I wanted. It was Home United. And after about a few more days, they came back and said they were willing to take me on. So currently I've just joined Home United, like quite literally today. I've got the meetings to go to, so we'll do that while I'm talking about them. So overall, I'm absolutely chuffed to have been given, this job. Home United will be a brilliant place because, like I said, we're going for a title right now, and that will be, that would be massive for my thing. The overall aim for this series is to top the Hall of Fame, but of course I want to achieve as many things as I can along that way. So by starting off with a team that theoretically we could be winning a league with is massive. Oh, I think you put too much pressure. With all due respect, I disagree. I think everyone performs. That's exactly the sort of reaction I want. But yeah, so like I said, I want to be winning stuff instantly if I can, and so I wanted to sort of wait for the right opportunity. But at the age of 20 with no qualifications or anything, I don't think I really had much leeway in terms of waiting for the right team to come up. So I just really wanted to get into a team, and the fact Home United did come up is, like I say, is so big. And currently they're overachieving in the league according to stats. Now the Singapore League doesn't start in July. It actually starts a bit earlier on. So they're actually about 3/4 of the way through the season. There aren't many games left. They sacked their manager though, which I don't understand. But currently, as you can see, they're second place in the league, drawn on points with a team who are top. So Tampines. So we've got a chance here of actually winning something and achieving something, but it will all depend on how well we can do. How well we control them when we're in charge. So I've already looked at the squad and stuff. I've already sorted out a tactic and formation. Overall, what I can see from this team though is they've got some brilliant strikers in their team. Song Il-young, who is a 24-year-old player from South Korea, he is looking incredible. And not only that though, we've got Bruno Castanheira, I have no idea, Japanese player, who again is looking really good. So hopefully we can use our strike force. But the thing is with the squad is I've noticed it's very weak in the terms of midfielders. There are like no good centre mids. There are really no good right-sided players in the squad. So as a result, I weren't really sure what tactic to play. So as you can see, I'm sort of playing a 4-4-2. I haven't actually sorted out player roles yet. That's something I will do. I'll do off camera because I'm not going to live com today. This is going to be an introduction. I'll meet you back at some point in the future, obviously. But yeah, we're going to be playing hopefully a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-2-2 or 4-2-4, however you want to perceive this. Some sort of variation of that. And I've kept them pretty basic. I might add a few team instructions in the second and stuff once I get into more things. But we are, like I say, we got real good opportunity to actually win some things this season. So the league, as I said, we're currently second. We can really make a push for the top. There are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games left in the league season, and we actually play the team who were top on the second last day. So it'll be important that we can pick up some results here today, which are in the next 2 games, which are in the cup, and keep this good run of form going. In terms of the S League Cup, I don't really know how this tournament is formed, how this progresses, and how it actually goes on from this point. But hopefully we can get out of this division. Hopefully we can win both of these 2 games, so I know the squad can play well with my tactic and going forward. Elsewhere in the AFC Cup, the Asian Footballing Confederations Cup, I believe it is, remembering back from Kitchi last year, we're currently in the quarterfinals and looking like we're doing pretty well according to all these stats. Now, from my memory as well, the Middle Eastern teams were typically quite good in this tournament. So I don't know if we've got much chance of winning this. What is currently their reputation? 2-star. What's our reputation? 1.5. So yeah, we're not exactly great. Kitchi are there actually, which is good to see. But yeah, typically the team from Kuwait were quite good. So I don't know how well we're going to do in that, but we'll give that a fair crack. And in terms of what else I want to say about this team, I don't really know. I don't think there's much else I can say. In terms of how long I want to be here, obviously, I want to win things in this first season if I can. But beyond that point, I want to stay here for the rest of my contract. Now, I originally signed a contract that will keep me here to the end of this season and then the season after that. So it means my contract ends something like 2015, some point in 2015. So hopefully I could see out the end of my contract here and have 1.5 really good years at the side, winning a few trophies along the way, building up my reputation, maybe even getting a badge or two, a coaching badge or two to help improve them stats. And, move on here with hopefully a bit, something in the Hall of Fame. I would love to, break into that straight away. In fact, if we can go into the Hall of Fame for Singapore, we can see that we only need 11 points to break into that. And I would love to get into loads and loads and loads of different Hall of Fames. In fact, one of the guys is English, who is currently second in that table. So it'd be nice to, like I say, really do quite well in there. But apart from that, I don't really know what else to say. I've spoken about the league, I've spoken about the club, I've spoken about me and what I'm doing and what hopefully the aims of the series are. The overall aim of the goal, anyway, I'll say that a bit more now, maybe, I guess. Overall aim of the goal is to get, of course, top the Hall of Fame, as I've said already. But I've got sort of other goals I want to achieve. I'd love to win the Pentagon along the way. I'd love to top every Continental Hall of Fame. That is something I would like to do as well. Not only that, I'd love to win the World Cup. I'd love to win a few international trophies. Apart from the World Cup, a few others than that. I went on to the wrong thing. I'd love to win, help Chelsea become the most successful team in Europe. I've got loads and loads and loads of different things I want to achieve. But it's about, actually getting them. Oh, wow. How would we ever top the Oceania one? I don't think we can. Unless... No, because Australia don't count anymore. Unless we can manage the New Zealand national team and win a trophy with them. I don't think we can get on there. Yeah. That's something we could have a look at. Maybe trying to get a New Zealand job or something. But anyway, that's off topic. So this is a bit for now, guys. Next time I'll meet you back will hopefully be a cup final or a chance that we can win the league or something of that sort of variation. I'd love to get that live commed in the first season. If not, I'll meet you back at the end of the season or the start of next season probably, actually. And we'll talk about then, and we'll probably get a first live comment then as well. So this is it for now, guys. Until next time, peace out.